Hello, I will show you around in my neighborhood. I live 600 meters from this church. This is a Greek Orthodox church. This is the name of this church. It's the Holy Church of Archangels, Holy Archangels. And the name of this garden where we are now is called Pedion Areos, the field of Ares. But don't worry, when you hear the word Ares, the god of war, he's not dangerous. He's come here to relax. So although this is the field of Mars, there is nothing threatening here. It's a lovely garden. And I live 800 meters from here, from this spot. So this is the Church of the Holy Archangels in field of Ares, and you see there is much in this garden is related to war, but it's actually a peaceful, relaxing park of 28 hectares. There we see there our sunset is now 7 p.m. April the 11th, 2025, and this is some hero, Greek hero. His resting place, and I will show you around here my favorite spots. So I live 800 meters from this spot. So you see there is a valley here through to this church, the Church of the Holy Archangels, and we are now walking this valley. So we are going the way reverse. So this reverse how back to my home. So this is the way back to my home. And you see there are a lot of children here. It's a lovely April evening. There are a lot of trees with very good information. This, for instance, comes from China. Liuki Muria, white mulberry. And this is the valley of the Greek heroes of independence. Greece became independent in 1821. So these heroes here, they fought so that Greece could become independent from Turkey or the Ottoman Empire. So this hero, for instance, he died in the same year as the Greece became independent. So another Greek hero here. And the year of Greece's independence is easy to remember. Why is it easy to remember? Yes, because in 1821 there's also occurred something important in Greek European history, world history. Napoleon died in 1821. So I will now play Napoleon. So you think 1821, the year of death of Napoleon, but also Greek independence. Of course, these two events are not related, or they could be related indirectly, because the Napoleonic Wars gave birth to the idea of free nations. Romanticism, that is the romantic spirit that each country has their own spirit, and this idea of a soul of a nation, it was actually due to Napoleon, because he thought if he made war against many nations in Europe and many populations didn't like Napoleon. For instance, in Germany, today's Germany, they began to rebel against Napoleon, and they thought, why should we be below Napoleon when we can be independent? and we Greeks or Germans, we are our own people, individuals. That is the romantic idea, that there is something heroic or romantic in each nation that is different. Let's say that the Greek soul is different from German soul, and so forth, so forth. So Napoleon actually indirectly contributed to the Greek independence. And here, this park is lovely. You see, here are people another valley here, another street. There are a lot of fountains here, which is great, especially during the heat of the summer. Now it's only April, but the heat is approaching slowly. Here you can drink this water, of course, but you can drink it. And so far I have not died of this water. In that direction is the west, because we have the sunset there, west, and we greet the sun in the west. And and you see the lovely palm trees here, young palm trees, and other trees along this valley. It's lovely. It is park, Pedion to Areos, in English, field of Ares, is 28 hectares big, so it's a huge park or garden. 28 hectares it's much. It is so large that inside this park you have 2 churches. I don't know of any other any other park or garden where you have inside it 2 churches. And today, 10 minutes ago, we saw one of the churches, but I will not show the other church today. I will now show the shortest way to my home. And who is he? He's King Constantine, not Constantine the Great, but another Greek king from the time of World War I. That is around 1914 to 1918. He was the king of Greece, Constantine. And this is a good meeting point if you want to meet me, King Constantine, because he's only 600 meters from my home. Why is King Constantine important? Because until World War I, Greece was a very small country. But thanks to this Constantine, Greece acquired Thessaloniki, the second city of Greece. Let's greet. The sun is perfect today. So the west is there. And I will go towards west. I will follow the sun this time because it leads to my home. And I will show, this is the entrance. And here you have Jehovah's Witnesses. If you want to become Jehovah's Witness, this is a perfect spot for you. Here you have popcorns. So the life is good here in Greece. Very, very good. And it's lovely. I feel very privileged to live beside this wonderful, wonderful park. It's a paradise here. And here, the only negative thing is perhaps that you have to now pass all these cars. You have to pass 3 streets. And so first we will pass this street. Mavro-Mateon. Mavro means black. So this is Mavro-Mateon street. Something to do with black. and this is the square of Egypt. Is spelled with Egypt is spelled with alpha, iota, but this is the square of Egypt, and this is a very important spot. Why so? Because from here you can take buses to many places. For instance, if I want to go to the sea, at the beach of Athens, I can take a bus from here, from this square of Egypt, and I will show you one very good bus that leaves each morning 10:30 a.m. So it's easy to remember. You will go these so-called orange buses. From here you can go to the Sunion. There is a lovely temple to Poseidon. From here each morning 10:30 a.m. It's not written anywhere, but I know that. But I've taken the bus many times. I don't think it's written anywhere. Yes, actually you can see 10:30 it leaves. So it's a perfect place to go to the beach. You come here 10:30, easy to remember, to the square of Egypt. And here we will continue our trip. Today is a Friday evening, if you wonder, April 11, 2025. And the negative side only is that you have to cross a huge street here. But it's a panoramic street. I don't mind this street too much. So this leads to Galatsi, one of the neighborhood of Athens. In Galatsi you have the Turkish mountains. Here at Opap, you see the Opap onto the street. There I usually pay my electricity bills. It's you can pay games there, like Lotto. But I go only there to pay my electricity bill. Over there in that street I work. Juliano Street I work 200 meters from here. That street, the second street there is Juliano. I work there. So now we are relatively close to my home. Now it's 500 meters to my home. And this street is called, you can call it simply October Street. It actually has two names, October Street. I was born in October, it's easy to remember, October Street. But it's also known as Pedion. It's very confusing with two different names, but you have to accept that this street has two names. And here, so I will show you the name of the street. More precisely, it's called 28th of October. 28th of October, but I call it simply October Street. And here there are. This is actually my street where I live. You see, it's called Ferron. I live on this street, Ferron Street, and I live over there. I live on number 32. 32 is, let's say, 400 or 500 meters in that direction. On the same street. I could go there directly. Now that could be the easiest solution for you, but I want to show you something here before we go there. So this is the October Street, also known as Pedion. Lovely houses, neoclassical style. 28th October. These are small streets, not important. There is a movie theater. Let me see, is there something interesting now? And they are showing old movies like Godfather, Odonos. That nothing that I found too interesting. I don't know what is this movie. Life of Brian, very old movies. And what the name of shop? Paranoia. This is a lovely food chain. Sweets. Veneti. I love this shop. I've been here a couple of times to buy sweets. Now it's Easter time, so you have a lot of Easter stuff. Today is April the 11th, so on April the 20th is the Greek Easter. And I took this street, so let me show you the name of the street. Because this is important street, because it leads you to the metro station. If you come, let's say, from the airport, so Seiden in English, Seiden. So Friday evening, people are here preparing to relax. So Veneti is for sweets. Sometimes I come here to buy sweets when I want to relax and celebrate something. I have not tried them. This one of my favorite spots is Il Toto is also a good coffee place, but I not actually tried this Toto. Il Toto is a chain of coffee chain. I tried out the Totos, but not this one. There's a lovely girl there, a lot of books. And here is, if you come from the airport, you come to this metro station here. You see, I will show you the name of this metro. I bought plant here. I bought my lavender butterfly from here. I like to buy my Greek fast food from this. Sophia's. I will not take it now. I will return here later. This Kalamaki is lovely Greek fast food, and here are, if you like, toys. And this is very important. This street is named after this Haydn, Dutch admiral. He fought in the Napoleonic Wars and in 1878 was promoted to the rank of admiral. On 8 October, Van Hayden, alongside Codrington, defeated the Turco-Egyptian fleet in the Battle of Navarino. Van Hayden returned to Russia in 1831 and became adjutant to the Tsar Nicholas I. He died in 1850. Van Hayden, so this street is named after him. And this is the September Street. So it's easy to remember, this is the September Street, and over there you have the October Street. And this is the Victoria Square. Victoria Square. And I have many favorite spots here. Lovely food. So here you have the metro. It's chaotic. I respect people's privacy. I will not show them. Here I buy my Greek newspaper every morning. It's close to my home. And here you have even more witnesses. So this is a great spot if you want to become a witness. So here is the metro station. So Areos, when I want to go to the port. So here, if you want to go to the airport, or you come from the airport, you take this. This takes also you to the, of course, so this takes you to the port of Athens, Piraeus, but you go to the other side if you want to go to the airport. So this is, so when you, let's say you're coming from the airport, then you are coming up here. So this is the metro station. This is Victoria Square. Victoria Square. Let me see. Where is Victoria Square written? It's not written anywhere. Here I can show you. It's written Victoria here. So this is Victoria Square. So if you want to go towards airport, then you go down on this other side of the September Street. But here you go up when you come from the airport, from here. This is very ethnic. This Victoria Square. I hold my hands in a Victory sign, so you will remember this is the Victory Square, and this is the Victory metro station. Victory metro station. And here, I love this place. Perhaps I wouldn't recommend this for women after dark, but during here are some Christians who distribute food or rather coffee on Friday evenings. Today is Friday. They're doing wonderful work, these Christians, and I often come here myself to take coffee here. And the coffee has an excellent taste. They add nuts. They add a nut taste to the coffee. And this is a neoclassical sculpture showing Theseus and what is it called? Centaur fighting to get these two lovely women. So this is a battle between humans and this half horse, half so this artwork I could, let me see. It's a lovely artwork. So this man, Theseus, he's trying to save these two women from this centaur who's holding a stone in his right hand. He's trying to hit Theseus. There is even a bird. So you see, we are now in the west. You see the sun is setting, and so I could more or less follow the sun to get at my home. So I live in the west. So this is to remember. So this is the Victory Square, of course. This is a lovely. There is also yes. Let me see. So this is the Victoria Square. I love this. You have a lot of excellent food here, different spots. I wish I had time now to tell them, but that's not the purpose here. In this video, I will only briefly, if you want to visit me, for instance, or where I live, I want to only show briefly the way from Pedion to Areos to my home, where I had the privilege. I have been living here since September 2024 in an apartment of 23 hectares, not hectares but square meters. This street is known as Aristotle Street. You think about the philosopher Aristotle, and this is named after him. And these Christians, when I spoke to these at the Victoria Square, they have a church, a home church on this street. So this is Aristotle Street. And now we have green. So we are actually now going to west. You see the sun. So this is, we are back on Ferron Street. You see, it's spelled Ferron. Ferron. It's spelled Ferron. Ferron. So this is where I live, and I will take you. Continue. So you remember, this is the closest way. You can continue. So you come to Pedion to Areos, the feet of Ares. You see the green over there in the big spot. So I live 600 meters from Pedion to Areos. This huge garden of 28 hectares. This is a street with home for anarchists, but these anarchists are very kind. So here there are a garden Every Saturday an open garden. Nice. This is where anarchists live. They have free Greek lessons, actually twice a week. On Tuesdays, you see Treaty and Empty Thursday. Treaty and Empty Thursday. They have free. They have a social kitchen here. And this is a market called Christos. And Christos is spelled with Ita. Filis is the name of the street. Fili means tribe. Christos, I think it was Destiny wanted that I live beside a market. That means useful. Because I think there is a word play. In ancient times there was a word play between Christos and Christos. They are at the same pronunciation, but a different spelling, but the same pronunciation. So Ferron, this is where I live. And this is I live in this Ferron 32, and I live on the first floor. I could take you there, but I will also need a glimpse of the sun is before I go upstairs. You see there. So there you have the west. So I live. I could say I live in the west, towards the rise, the sunset. So you can I will not now take to my apartment now for private reasons. If I want to publish this video, but you saw where I live. So it's a beautiful sun, and so to repeat, if you want to come here, you take the metro to Victoria Square, Metro Victoria, and then you walk a couple of hundred meters. So I live 600 meters from a wonderful paradise that is the Pedion to Areos. This is the entrance to my home, so I'm very blessed to live here. And I will say a concluding affirmation, and you could also repeat it after me. I'm grateful, very grateful, always grateful. And I really can say it, and I can also say it in front of this shop, Christos. I love this shop, the name Christos, useful in Greek, but wordplay with Greek. I'm grateful, very grateful, always grateful. Yeah.